I would like to welcome everyone to the RTEK training seminar. This is the very first of the mastermind that we're actually going to be having, and we're going to have more and more of these in the coming future. So let's actually get started with the very first thing, which is called goal setting and how to be successful in network marketing, right? Now, everybody who's actually here, you're here for a very reason. But what I would like to actually say, a goal without a plan is no good, right? Everybody has to have a plan, right? Everybody has to have a goal. A goal has to be driven, a goal has to be simple, a goal has to be defined. Only then are you going to actually achieve anything in your life. Now, our slogan says, dream big, set goals, take action. Now, if I were to ask you, what does it take to dream big? The answer is nothing. It doesn't take anything to dream big. It's just being hopeful. It's just being hopeful that something big is coming. That's called staying positive. And it doesn't take anything for anybody to actually stay positive, be positive, or do anything positive, right? Setting goals is important because if you don't have a goal, you don't know what you're doing. Now, if you were to take an example of a Google map, before you actually decide to start your car, you switch on your Google map saying, this is where I'm starting from, this is where I'm going, and now you put the navigation button. Once you actually have your dreams, then you put your goals, which is like your navigation, and then you take action. You start driving and go towards your goal. And this is a continuous process. And you don't stop doing what you're doing till you actually achieve the goal. Now, every goal has to be smart. So please write this down. Every goal has to be smart. S stands for being specific. What is it that you're trying to actually achieve from this program? So the questions are who, what, where, when, why, and which. Okay, now you got to define your goal as much as possible with no ambiguous language, right? So first thing you do is define the goal. Now, you need to ask yourself, who is involved? What do I do to accomplish this? Where will it be done? Why am I doing this? Having a very specific purpose. And what constraints do I have to actually reach this goal? Now, this is very, very important, right? Again, I repeat, who is involved? What do I have to accomplish? Where will it be done? Why am I doing this? What is the reason I'm doing this? What constraints requirement do I have to get there? So that is the S part, where goals have to be very, very specific. Now, moving on. Goals have to be measurable. From where am I starting to where do I want to go, right? Can you track the progress and measure of the outcome? Yes. Okay, now the questions that actually comes with the measurable part is how much, how many, how will I know when my goal is accomplished? You're trying to measure. You're trying to measure the word success. How much, how many, and how will I know when my goal is accomplished? That's measurable. The third one is called attainable. How am I going to achieve this? How? The big question, how? Is this goal reasonable enough to be accomplished? And if the answer is yes, how so? Right? And make sure the goal is not out of the reach. At the same time, it is not below standard performance, right? It's not out of the reach, but not below. So it has to be a proper attainable goal. Now, it has to be relevant. What do you mean relevant? It has to be worth your while. Is the goal worth the while, and will you meet your needs? Because everybody is actually doing this for a particular reason. Okay, now you need to ask if this is relevant and worth your while. Is each goal consistent with the other goal, and you've established and fits what your immediate and long-term plans are? So that's when you know what you're doing is whether relevant or not relevant. And most importantly, timely, right? When are you planning to achieve the goal, right? What do I mean by timely? Your objective should include a time limit. I will complete this step by so-and-so month, by so-and-so date, by so-and-so year, right? So it will establish a sense of urgency and prompt you to have better time management. So you're not going to waste your time because you're goal driven and your goals have to be very smart. SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely, right? And that's it. So that's how you actually define your goal. And once you define your goal, what you need to do is you need to have something called a vision board. So whatever you're trying to actually achieve, take printouts, take cuttings, take photographs or whatever, and place it on a board which is very, very accessible to you very often during the day. And once you do that, understand this concept of linking cycle check to purpose. And what is cycle check? Cycle check is an earning that you will actually make from RTEK, right? So you link that to a purpose as to why you want to make that money. And this is very, very important. Now, you need to write down your goals monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and then daily, right? So I want you people to do this exercise while this is going on, right? Write down what are your monthly goals. Now, today we've actually started the March. We call this the March Madness. What are your March goals? Right? Write this down because we're going to review this after the training is over. Right? What are you trying to earn in March? What are you planning to do in March? How successful do you want to be doing in March? So write your monthly goal and just remember you need to have your quarterly, half yearly, yearly goals also. And the daily goals are what am I going to do in this month of March so that I actually accomplish my monthly goal of March, right? So write down your goals. Once you write your goals, you need to define these goals into 10 short-term dreams, 10 mid-term dreams, and 10 long-term dreams. Why? Because I said goals have to be specific. What are you working for? What are you trying to achieve? That's very, very, very important. So 10 short-term dreams, 10 mid-term dreams, and 10 long-term dreams. Write it down. Now, once you've actually written this, please understand, it is great if you can share this with your upline. Because now you're actually giving the trespass to your upline where he or she is going to help you attain these goals. So share your goals with your upline and that's when your journey begins, right? Now, remember this. Every dollar you earn from this opportunity should have a very definite purpose. So let's say I take myself as an example. Okay, I wanted to achieve something. Let's say I want to achieve the Egypt tour. Why should I achieve the Egypt tour? What am I going to get from the Egypt tour? That has to be very crystal clear. And when that is clear, achieving the Egypt tour becomes very, very easy. Do you see yourself in Egypt? Do you not see yourself in Egypt? That's a question you need to ask. Now, what is the company giving you? Company is giving you a free ticket, free hotel, food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, high-level training, and this is what the company is giving you. Absolutely free. All you need to do is earn $1,000 and you are a part of the trip. That's as simple as that. But every dollar that you earn from this opportunity should have a very, very definite purpose. Now, make a vision board. The example that I've actually shown here is a proper vision board. And when you make a vision board and you start doing what is being taught out here in this presentation, this time I can guarantee you, you're going to be very, very successful. However, you need to follow this. So I'm just hoping that everybody has actually on your book, on your pen and paper, written your March monthly goal and how are you planning to achieve it, right? Now, you have to make it a goal that you get paid every week. You see, our business starts on a Thursday. Today's a Thursday, and Wednesday is cut off. So when Wednesday cutoff happens, Wednesday cutoff is California time, and on California Thursday they actually calculate how much money commissions people have made, and on Friday they pay everybody the commission. Some countries get it on Thursday, some countries get it on Friday because of the time difference with California. But everybody gets paid every week in RTEK. So you need to make it a point, you get paid every week. Now, the money in our RTEK business starts from as low as 15 US dollars and go all the way up to 270,000 US dollars every week. So if the company has kept such a big goal for every one of you to make $270,000, which is more than $250,000, you should get paid every week. You should be disciplined and you should be working hard, because it's very easy to actually give a prospect or attract a prospect on how to actually make money in this business. Right now, you need to sync something what we call audio and video. Now, what's audio and video syncing? Well, it's very simple. How many of you have seen Chinese movies which are dubbed? The old Chinese movies, to be precise, where the action says something, but the lips say something else. That's not fun. You know there's something wrong. The hero of the movie has already finished, the old Bruce Lee movie, Jackie Chan movies. You will actually see this. There's a dialogue that's happening. They're trying to do something. It's over, and still the voice is coming from the back. You got to sync your audio and video, which means if you're trying to tell me that, you want to get yourself disciplined, you have so much years of experience, you want to go financially free, then your audio and video should connect, where you should start working hard. You should start working smart. You should communicate your vision to your upline, which is the goals we're talking about. And then you need to communicate all of that to your downlines, right? And what you do, the way you do does matter, because that's basically syncing the audio and the video, right? Now, I've always said this in all my trainings. I would like to say this once again. Now, I would want everybody to take a screenshot or write this down, because this is one of the most important slides, right? Unless you have a definite, precise, clearly set goals, you are not going to realize the maximum potential that lies within you. It's all about you. It's all about your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, and your targets of life, right? So unless you have a very definite, precise, clear set goals, you're not going to realize the maximum potential that lies within you. So what I've actually put here is basically 7 baby steps, 7 small steps that I know will actually help anybody and everybody who's actually watching this video, right? The very first step is to save 1,000 US dollars as an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? A fund that's actually available. If any emergency was to happen, you don't have to go to a bank. You don't have to go anywhere. You have $1,000 saved. Now, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I know many, many people who have not actually ever, they don't even have $1,000 as an emergency. So could this be one of your baby steps? Now, each and every people out here on the Zoom will have a different step. So if each and every people has a different step, everybody write their own respective goals. And that's how it's to be done. Now, the step 2, the baby step, is pay all of your debts. Now, I know in Dubai or all over the world, there are many, many people who are actually suffering from debts. When I say debts, it's credit card loan, car loan, house loan, marriage loan, student loan, different kind of loan. So the second baby step is pay off all your debts through this opportunity. Can it be done? Yes, it can be done. Probably a third baby step can be save 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. So if we say emergency fund is $1,000, 3 to 6 months. So you have $3,000 to $6,000 saved up in your house for any kind of emergency that happens. This money is ready. Baby step number 4, invest 15% of your income for retirement. It's for those bad days, because not every day or throughout your life is going to be a good day. So save 15% for your income for your retirement. So just in case something goes wrong, you at least have money to survive. Okay, now for all those people who are actually parents or have children or want to have children, baby step number 5, save your children's school and college fees. Save it. Right? It's very, very important that you actually save this, because if you're not going to have a saving mentality, when your child is ready to go to college or school, you would not have that money, right? Baby step number 6. A lot of people in the globe, they actually they take something called mortgage. And what's mortgage? To actually buy a house, they take loan. Pay off your mortgage early. If you have a personal loan, pay off your personal loan early. It's very simple. And baby step number 7 is build wealth and give people. There are a lot of people who are expecting you to take care of them. And these people can be your father, your mother, your siblings, your immediate family, right? And baby step number 7 is building enough wealth that if one of them is in need, you can actually help them. So everybody should have baby steps, taking those small steps, one step at a time, to go towards their dreams, their goals, their ambitions. So even if you're only able to take one step a day, in 1 year, there are 365 days. So in 365 days, you've gone a very, very long way, right? Now, this is my training, and this is a very special slide for me, which is actually called the happiness point equation. Everybody should have a happiness point equation. And what is this? What makes you happy? So if you ask me, what makes me happy? Helping a downline makes me happy. Helping a friend makes me happy. Guiding somebody the right way makes me happy. And I give happiness points to everybody in and around me. I give it to my team. I give it to my family. I give it to my parents. I also give this to the CEO of this company, Mr. Melgin. Whenever something happens and there is happiness, I give one happiness point. The happiness point may not be worth anything today, but on a daily basis, if you learn how to collect happiness point, you are a very, very happy person. And if you're a very happy person, it shows in your body language. It shows in whatever you're trying to do. People know this guy's happy, and people don't like to follow sad people. People like to follow happy people. So this is the happiness point equation. Okay, now, practice does not make you perfect. Please write this down or take a screenshot. Practice does not make you perfect. Okay, only perfect practice makes you perfect. Again, I repeat, practice does not make you perfect. Only perfect practice makes you perfect. So if you're going to copy the right person, yes, you're going to be successful. But what if you're going to do the mistake of copying the wrong person? No matter how well you copy the person, no matter how far you copy the person, if you copy the wrong person, your net result is also going to be wrong. It is going to be wrong, right? So practice does not make you perfect. Only perfect practice makes you perfect. And remember this. So every day I wake up, I try to do something different that is better than yesterday, is going to make it a brighter tomorrow. And that's how you start climbing those baby steps towards success, right? Now, there is this book that I was very, very highly inspired. I actually read this many, many years ago. And I always read this book even now. This is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, right? This book was written by Mr. Stephen Covey, and this is a very great book. Okay, now he's talking about 7 habits that we all need to cultivate. Whether somebody else cultivates it or not, I have started cultivating this for the last 15 years, and I'll keep cultivating this every single day of my life. The first habit he's talking about is be proactive, right? If there's a problem, do something about it. Try to address the problem. You can be a solution-oriented person. Try to find a solution. So be proactive, right? That's the very first habit of highly effective people. The second one is begin with the end in mind. You ask yourself, this is where I am today, fine. This is where I'd like to be tomorrow. So what do I need to do from now till I reach there? Begin with the end in mind, right? Put first things first. People don't know how to prioritize. Well, I believe a lot of people don't know how to prioritize. Put first things first. What is priority 1? What is priority 2? What is priority 3? And that's how you need to prioritize everything and make that priority a habit. Number 4, think win-win. I've seen this with so many people in network marketing industry. They can't go with the thought process, they're going to win. They're always doubting themselves, always scared to lose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're always scared to lose, you will lose, right? But if you start thinking, no, I'm a winner, right? Even if you fail, it's okay. But at least think win-win. Now, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Because when a team member, an upline, downline, even family member, right, they're trying to tell you something, be patient to listen to them. And only when you are showing them patience to listen to what they have to say, are they going to show patience to listen to what you have to say. So seek first to understand and then to be understood. And number 6 is very, very important. It's called synergize. You see, not everybody can do everything. I understand. But you actually make a team. You actually find out who is good at what and assign the right person for the right role. And that's called synergizing, right? Synergizing in a team business, especially in network marketing, is very, very important. And last but not the least, it's sharpen the saw. What do I mean by saw? You are the saw. You need to learn daily something different, something new, but daily, right? So what happens? You keep sharpening the saw. So when you face that as an objection, as a prospect in the future, you are ready and you have the answers to the question because you've been paying a lot of attention and you've heard someone else ask the same question and you have the answers already ready, right? Now, I'm pretty much hoping that everybody can actually see a jigsaw puzzle on this, right? Now, these jigsaw puzzles, how do you actually play the jigsaw puzzle game? You take piece by piece and you put it together to actually form a picture. So when you actually see all the piece by piece, it doesn't look like a picture. You need to start working. You need to first make the edges. You need to take the round ones, the flat ones, put it in a certain pattern, and only then the picture is formed. But when the picture is formed, it becomes a very, very clear picture, right? But till the picture is formed, you need to make sure that you are doing the right things, right? It's a very, very clear road to success. It's not a straight road, but it's a very, very clear road, right? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to take action. You need to start that car, okay? And you need to sit in that car and you need to press the gas. You need to press the accelerator. You need to do that first. And you need to take action. Then you need to build a solid foundation. Building a solid foundation is the key. And always remember, never, ever, ever quit. So you may feel that your car is going nowhere. No problem. Don't ever quit. Never miss the bus. Don't leave the train. Same thing. And always have the right approach. Right approach to actually win. With very, very clear objectives in the head, with a super determined commitment, very well-defined goal, and you're actually going to hit your goal. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it, I've done long journeys from minus to very, very big plus and beyond, right? But this is the trick, and this is how you do it, right? Everybody, this is how you do it. Now, my big question is, what's your game plan? Right? Because every individual has the right to actually define a game plan that suits them. Now, I work very hard. At the same time, I work very smart also. So I have a very fixed game plan as the way I want to see things happen in my life. But my question is not what's my game plan. Our question is what's your game plan? What are you planning to do to actually get there? Right? Now, there is a success mantra. But for this success mantra to happen, you need to do something about it, right? So the very first thing is use the product. You're getting into Forex for the first time. No problem. I'm not asking you to start trading today, but I'm saying you got to use the product, right? The next thing now is this travel thing that has actually just started this morning. Use the product. Once you get a username and password, take a look. You can search yourself what kind of discounts are available, right? Now, do everything step by step. Now, understand this. This is a very, very unique idea. with zero competition around in the world. Nobody has actually got Forex and lifestyle in this way. So are we unique? Yes, we are genuinely a unique idea. Now, when you actually take that 5 minutes extra to understand what makes our portal unique, what makes our trading unique, what makes everything unique, you will get it. And once you get it, all you need to do is TTP, which stands for talk to people daily, right? Now, Mars is the fourth planet from the sun, but if you actually tell that to the people, they don't understand what you just did. Yes, it's true, right? But talk to people daily. Every day you talk about it. And that's what's actually going to increase your belief. Your belief needs to be polished as to why you're doing this business. Okay. And then you actually use your unique idea, your belief, and automatically your subscriptions below you will start increasing, right? And that's actually going towards your goal, right? To increase the subscribers, paid subscribers below you, right? And how do you do that? By talking to people daily. And the more you talk to people, the better you're going to get at it and the more successful you're going to get, right? After that, you got to monitor your progress. What do I mean by monitor your progress? You need to know whether, the goals that you've actually set for yourself, is it taking you towards the goal or not? And once you start monitoring your progress, you are moving, okay? And you can use the product to actually get to your belief system, your monitoring your progress, and everything put together. And this is a success mantra. If you're doing it this way, you're already successful. If you're not successful, try it this way. That's all I'm trying to say, right? Now, there's a big debate which I would like to actually have after this training is over: monthly versus annual subscription billing, right? So we're going to have an open debate on monthly versus annual subscription billing, and we can actually talk after the presentation is over. Now, there are some success factors, right? Which is what is going to determine whether you are going to be successful in this operation or not, right? And what is the whole thing? The very first thing is called partnership. Write it down. Everybody write this down, right? You got to be goal driven. You should show some kind of leadership. It's got teamwork. It needs direction. It needs strategy. It needs success. It needs communication. You should be very solution oriented. You build good partnerships and good leadership. And that is your success factor, right? That is your success factor. But let's actually understand, what do you need to do before you actually get there? You have to strongly believe you are going to make it happen. Your upline is not going to make it happen. Your downline is not going to make it happen. You are going to believe you are going to make this happen. Now, this coming from your own heart, this coming from your own mind, is very, very important, where you believe that something, you are going to make something happen. Right. Now, remember, there are to identify your teams. When I say teams, I'll give you a concept: residents versus tourists. What's the difference between residents and tourists? Now, there are a lot of people who come to your town. Tourists are people who come from outside, who come to your town, right? So let's say Dubai has got a lot of tourists out here, right? So there are so many people from this room might have actually come to Dubai. You're here for some time, you spend a little bit of money, and then you go. Some of you never come back to Dubai, right? Some of you come back to Dubai, but this time you don't stay in the same hotel. You try something new, you try something different. These are tourists. Downlines are like tourists. They come, they see for some time, some leave in days, some leaves in months, some just leave, some don't even tell you why they left. These are tourists. What you need to do is look for residents. You need to seriously see who is there in it with you to win it. And these are residents. You need to identify this. And identifying these kind of people is your biggest success factor, right? Stop wasting time. People have a lot of time to waste, thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about so many million things. Get productive. Everybody has 24 hours a day, right? And everybody likes to sleep for 6 to 7 hours a day. Fine. But apart from this 7 hours or 8 hours you sleep, you still are left with 16 or 17 hours. If you cannot spend 2 hours out of that 17 hours for your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your targets of life, I'm not really sure who's going to give you those 2 hours of their time, right? This business is not on trial. You are. This business works. This business works very well. People are making millions in Forex. People are making millions in Forex network marketing. People are making thousands and thousands of $100,000 in the tourism, right? People are making. In tourism network marketing, people are making a lot of money. Now, here comes an opportunity where RTEK Global is going to be two things. It's going to be Forex and tourism. So the business is not on trial. You are. So you need to prove yourself why you're the best candidate to be the most successful in the business, right? Please accept one thing, that not everything will be perfect. It's okay if things are not perfect. Let it be. But what can you do to at least make your part perfect? And that's the most important thing, right? Now, start social media daily. You can do it in English, you can do it in Hindi, you can do it in any language that you need. Start social media daily. There's this thing called Instagram Live, Reels, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Lives. Live this thing. Even if it's small recordings and you're putting this on social media, it's very, very effective, right? Join social groups with people with the same mindset. In LinkedIn, there are thousands of groups who likes Forex. Thousands of groups on Facebook that like travel, right? Different kind of travel. Start joining those groups, okay? And look for people who are active in the group. Just don't randomly add some 20 people from that group. Don't do that. Facebook gives you the opportunity to join 1 million groups if required. But go to a group and look for 20 active people. And if you find somebody is active, add them as friend and add 20 new friends daily. It's possible. It's very possible. I've done it, right? Always remember to grab an attention of a prospect, especially on social media. Remember to like, comment, and then share, right? When you like, you just like. But when you comment, at least make sure you have put 5 words minimum. So let's say somebody says, is it a good time to do Forex? Don't reply, don't like and say yes. Like and say, I think it's a great time to, or I don't think it's a great time to do Forex. Comment and then share his post. So when some stranger starts doing this activity, automatically the person who's posting will actually wonder who is the stranger. So now dialoguing starts. Okay, now you need to dedicate minimum 3 hours daily, part-time, if you're trying to be very successful. Like I said, you have 24 hours a day, and if you're going to sleep for 8 hours a day, which I know not a lot of people sleep for 8 hours a day, but even if that's you, you still have 16 hours a day. You need to dedicate 3 hours daily a day if you're thinking, I will do this part-time, and even then I want to be successful, right? Now, you need to do time management, proper time management, right? So let's say you're actually going to spend 3 hours a day, right? 25% of the time, spend it on social media. Every day, spend it on social media. Don't look at what other people are doing on social media. Spend the time on social media, joining groups, looking who is active, like, comment, share, and grabbing their attention, right? 25% of the time should be allocated to talking to new prospects daily. If you are, let's say, 45 minutes, that 45 minutes, just call people, randomly call people who you know, right? Now, 25% of the time, see, our Zoom presentation is 30 minutes, right? So if you're going to spare 45 minutes coming to the daily Zoom, that's a good ploy. Because the more the Zooms you see, the more the clear you are. And 25% support your team. Whatever is required to actually help them grow, support them, because that helps you grow also, right? And always remember, switch on your camera. See, you're trying to be a global business. You are trying to actually say, oh, I'm trying to be successful, but nobody's even seeing your face. Always switch on your camera, right? It's very, very simple, right? Okay, now attend more Zooms and get independent. Everybody should know how to present. People are attending presentations 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 month, 2 months, but they're still not able to present. Something is wrong. You should be able to present, because when you are able to present to your friend, that's the only time the friends join, right? And start showing the plan. This is not a complicated plan. Start showing the plan. But before showing the plan, understand the plan. And when you're showing the plan, don't read the slides from the PowerPoint. You make a style of it and show the plan with your heart, right? And these are your success factors. Now, how do you build a binary business program? Okay, now this is where a lot of people get confused, especially when it comes to binary. So what I did, I put two colors, a green color and a blue color. Why? Because it looks different, right? Please understand, binary means two. So you have two teams. You have a left team and you have a right team. Now, nobody has something called a power leg. Too many people on one leg. No. Nobody has it. Both the legs need to be built. Again, I repeat, both the legs need to be built. Now, in a 3-6 binary or a 6-3 binary, you can flip anytime. What does it mean? Your long can go short and your short can go long very, very quickly. So if you don't pay any attention to one side of your team, and tomorrow that becomes your short leg team, you don't know anybody on that leg. So you need to know them. Okay. Now, place your team very, very carefully. We are here to change people's life and not to destroy them. In binary, I've actually seen a lot of selfish uplines or ignorant upline. They place people on the wrong part of the genealogy where there's nobody who can help other than them. Be fair to all. Now, a 3/6 binary can actually be built with 3 separate formulas. The most ideal formula is 2/2. What is 2/2? Refer 2 on your left, then go 2 on the right. If you're a right orientation sign up, refer 2 on the right first, and then go 2 on the left. So what actually happens? Everybody joining your team sees something called spillover, right? Now, if you tell me that you are a great upline with a lot of experience, no problem whatsoever. You build it 4/4. What is 4/4? Put 4 on the left, 4 on the right. 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Remember, you got to build strength below strength below strength. That's how you hit bigger levels in our business. Now, whatever happens, never sign up one person on the inner leg of somebody who's already in your inner leg. Don't do that. So always build the outside legs. And our business is actually based on a 2/2 formula. So help everyone to break even. Make sure everybody refers to and they refer to. So when this happens, people break even fast. And when people break even fast, they rank up very, very fast. You rank up very, very fast. So this is how we actually built binary. Now, there's something what's called duplication. What's duplication? You want people to follow a way of doing the work. And these are called the right duplication, the do's of the business, right? The first thing that you need to do is detach from negative people. There are some people who are just not happy. Leave them. Hang around with people who have the happiness quotient in them. If you hang around with 5 losers, you're the 6th loser. If you hang around with 5 winners, you're the 6th winner, right? Create maximum presenters in your team. Maximum presenters. Everybody in the team should know how to present. Because when they know how to present, even when you're sleeping, you actually make money. Now, follow the top earner in your company and copy what they do. Whoever you like to copy, but copy the top earners. Why? Because they have a style of doing things. They're always used to winning. And you know what? Get a coach. Now, some people even pay for this. Some people get it free. Some people value this. Some people don't value this. That's okay. Get a coach, right? And start sorting people in your team. Identify potential people in your team. You don't have to call downlines 1,000 times to remind them to become a team builder. Start focusing on the worthy. Focus with the worthy and work with the worthy. You see, to be successful, there is a lot of pain, hurt that's actually involved. Link pain to purpose. If I'm actually going out of my skin to do something, I have a purpose. So I link my pain to purpose, so then it does not pain anymore, right? Save up 10% of whatever you earn and invest that in yourself. Buy a new shoe, buy a new shirt, buy something for yourself, right? So when you keep doing that, it becomes practice. It's great duplication. People see your lifestyle change. Now, you need to level up, rank up as a leader. Because if you're not ranking up, your team is not interested to rank up. Create a ladder board, a sense of urgency to actually climb and get there as fast as possible. Show up daily. What does that mean? This business is done daily. Every day, daily. So there's nothing wrong in you guys doing the business daily also, even if it's just 2 hours a day, even if it's just 1 hour a day. And show up on time. Very, very important to have time discipline. Because if you're not going to have time discipline, nobody's going to have time for you. And again, I say switch on your camera on Zoom. Why? It's important. Some people are watching television while this training is going on, while the presentation is going on, right? They know that presentation is on this time, but they're very busy driving or doing something else. How can they be successful if you don't even have the discipline to learn? Stay alert and pay attention. Mr. Mel taught me this. Pay attention 15 years back. Even today, when he talks, I pay attention, right? Because the gold is actually in the presentation. So when I pay attention, I can see the gold, right? Share 10% of your earnings with your team for team building or team bonding, right? Take them for a biryani, take them for a coffee, do something, and always remember, build an over-the-top promotion. So now the company is actually giving you 3 promotions. Add something really small from your side. Tell your team, if you do this, I will give you this, right? So that actually builds team culture. So these are all the do's of the business. And obviously, if you have the do's, you also have the don'ts. Okay. And the first don't I will say is building one leg only. You say, no, upline is giving spillover on the left, so I will build the right only. That's a don't. Because if you do that, you're also teaching that as a practice to your downlines. So now the downlines are going to ask you the same thing, and then you have nowhere to go, right? Now stop listening to dream stealers. There are a lot of people who told me 15 years back, network marketing is not going to work. Thank God I didn't listen to them. Thank God. Because if I listened to them, I would not be where I am today. Stop listening to dream stealers, right? Now, don't waste time, because time is precious. Time is everything. Timing is everything. Work on time management. If you're just doing this business for 120 minutes a day, but if you do it with effective time management skills, you'd be very, very successful, right? Monitor success every day. So when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself, okay, what am I trying to accomplish today? I'm going to do this today. I'm going to talk to so many people. I'm going to make a plan and monitor your success. See if you have actually done that today. Now, the C's. There are 3 C's. Stop doing that. What is that? Stop complaining, stop comparing, and stop criticizing, right? When I show the plan to somebody is too busy saying, but that company is like this. That's called comparing. Stop it. Stop criticizing. Oh, I don't think this is going to happen. So who are you to say this is going to happen or not happen? Accept it as the way it is. So stop seriously complaining, criticizing, and comparing. You do very, very well in life. Now stay away from distractions, right? There's always some of the other distractions in our life. Try to stay away from it, right? Now, stop feeling bad for others. Oh, that guy, he lost money because of me. He didn't lose money because of you. He or she lost money because they didn't do anything. So stop feeling bad for them, right? And stop self-pity. What is self-pity? oh, I'm the poor one, this happened to me, blah, 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 I'm the poor one. Stop doing that. People don't like people who do self-pity on themselves. Now, don't talk negative in front of any of your downlines. This is a very, very bad impact in the future. It's going to hit you big time. Always smile and always be positive, right? Now, don't lead or don't mislead anyone to join the business. Now, the other day, I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and he tells me that he heard somewhere in our presentation, the robot that we're talking about gives from 5% to 200%. I said, where did you hear 200%? He goes, I heard it in the presentation. I said, there's no 200% in the presentation. Probably he heard 200% on the TV. But he connected the 200% from the TV to my presentation where he said the bot is giving 200% every month. Ladies and gentlemen, our bot does not give you 200%. If we get anything more than 5%, we consider ourselves as lucky. Don't mislead anyone for joining, right? Don't give any false promises. You join, I'll work for you. Oh, really? You join, I work for you. You know what? Don't work for them, work for yourself. That's going to be more effective work, right? Now, there was something that Mr. Melgill actually missed out in the morning presentation. So I thought I would actually add this in this presentation so that everybody understands what is this. This is a concept that I have personally been working on for a very, very long time. Some of my old team members, they know this very well. Some new people, it's new for you. No problem. I'd like to actually introduce a very, very prestigious program, which is called the Super 9. Okay. It's established in 2023 as a part of the RTEK Club, and this is a leadership advisory board membership. There's nobody who's qualified for Super 9 today. Everybody can qualify. However, only 9 people can be a part of this. What are the criteria to qualify for Super 9? Please take a picture or write down, right? Now, the very first thing is they need to be a part of the first mastermind tour, which is the Egypt qualification. The last day to actually qualify is the 5th of April. Enough time to qualify. Now, the second part is should qualify the A1 rank and maintain that every month. If you're doing A1 rank, which is 18 cycles, which is basically 54 people on one team, and 108 people on the other, if you've done it the right way, you place people correctly, maintaining that every month is very, very easy. You should be on a personal monthly sponsorship. You should be building the binary both left and right. So all those selfish people who like to only build one leg can never be the Super 9 because they are not leading by example. But if you like to build the 80-20 ratio, that's fine. But you have to build both the legs and you need to pay attention on both the legs. The Super 9 leaders would be visible and presenting on global Zooms. You could be presenting in any language, that's not a problem, but you should be visible and you should be presenting on global Zooms. You should have created minimum 4 presenters on global Zoom in your team. The Super 9 should have minimum 18 directs in the RTEK business, right? You don't have to do this tonight, but you need to have this to qualify as Super 9. And you should earn a minimum of $300 every week consistently, and you need to lead by example. So the first evaluation of the Super 9 is actually going to happen in Egypt on the 22nd of May, 2023, right? Now, let's say, John, Julie, you both qualify, and you are going to be officially termed as Super 9. What do we give you? Okay, so now we're going to compensate you. We're going to give you extra over-the-top money, incentives for actually qualifying for the Super 9. Now, if you remember, every presentation that I actually do, I actually talk about, let's say $100 profit was made. $50 goes to the person who's done the withdrawals, and other $50 goes to the company. 10% of that, so let's say on a $100 example, $5 goes into something called the leadership pool. For every withdrawal, every $100 profit withdrawal, $5 will go into the leadership pool. That is $5 for every $100. And anybody who qualifies for the Super 9 will receive 1/9 of that amount. So if there's only one qualifier, 1/9 will be given to him, and the money keeps accumulated for the next month. So if only one person is qualifying, that's okay. He will keep receiving a bigger 1/9 share every month. And as the club grows, this will be another big time residual income for leaders. Super 9 is a leadership club. Another thing that we'd be actually giving qualified Super 9 is travel and accommodation. We will pay 50% expenses towards building new market, travel, and hotel. However, you need to have minimum 100 paid activations from that market before going to that market. So a prior budget and approval is required, and once the management gives you this, 50% will be paid. You go build the market, you make the money, and the company would support you. Okay. Private BOPs and training meetings. A budget will be allocated for local markets for presentation and live trainings, and the eligibility starts at 25 team builders that are created from that city. So let's say Dubai, we're giving you as an example, 25 team builders are created in Dubai. You will get a budget to actually have local presentations, live presentations, right? For all the leaders that who expect the company to give you a free office, yes, it's possible. Leaders who are producing 200 signups per month consistently for 3 months will be eligible for an all paid for office. So does that mean that all the signups that happen under you, the 200 signups per month, it has to happen from Dubai? No, it can happen from the globe. But this person should be doing 200 signups consistently, left-right ratio, 80-20 for 3 consecutive months, and then a sales office program can be considered. And last but not the least, local promotion. So company will actually give a common promotion, but all the local promotions, the person to decide that will be the Super 9. So the Super 9 can create their own local promotions for their own respective market. Just to give an example, let's say the Super 9 qualifier from India leader wants to give a bike promotion. Yeah, they can do a bike promotion. They want to do an iPhone promotion or an iPad promotion or laptop promotion. They can do any promotion. Company will give the criteria and they can launch their own promotion, right? And that is an exclusive Super 9 club. Only 9 people globally can actually be invited. Now, what happens when there are more than 9? There are people who are going to join the waiting queue. And when one person drops out, the 10th person becomes the 9th person. That's how simple Super 9 is, right? Now, you have 2 ways to look at life, right? You can either say one day or day one. One day is someday in the future. Day one is today. It's your decision. You get to decide. You all have the power to change the world and use it and to make a difference, right? So everybody can exercise their own power, right? Thank you for paying focus and attention, right? Every morning I wake up for the last 14 years, I say something to myself, right? I've shared this slide into many trainings all across the world, but I've not seen many people do this. I still do this. It's my 15th year in a row. I do this. I tell myself a lot can happen in a year, right? And I'm that kid who actually believes that there's a genie and you can rub the lamp and the God will listen to you. I'm one of that kind of person, right? And I'm ready to wait for the blessings to shower from the sky. And every morning, I tell myself, I can do it and I will do it. Thank you so much for actually coming to this presentation. Now, what we can do is stop